when I was doing Jack that I actually felt retarded, like really retarded. I mean, I brushed my teeth retarded, I rode bus retarded. In a weird way, I had to sort of just free myself up.
Hands up who saw Tropic Thunder back in 2008. I know I did, because I wanted to see this character that Tom Cruise was playing. Apparently, he's this maniacal, crazy character that you didn't know what he looks like, but I thought it's just going to be Tom Cruise just as Tom Cruise. Didn't expect Les Grossman, fat makeup, just swearing like a trooper. And honestly, he just blew me away. He might have been in the film for about, 12 minutes in total, but the guy was just a tour de force. And you can tell that despite the fact that Tom Cruise was acting alongside the likes of Matthew McConaughey, Nick Nolte, Robert Downey Jr., Ben Stiller. The guy was just a shining light, man. And that is not to diminish the rest of the cast, because I thought for the most part, all the cast were incredible. Throughout this video, I'm just going to be interspersing clips from Tropic Thunder.
Exactly, to be a moron.
An imbecile.
Yeah.
Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived.
And why am I watching a clip from Tropic Thunder, okay, from 2008? Never go full retard. 15 years later, this film is still sparking a debate about, you can't make this kind of film today, and it's offensive not just to black people, but also to people with special needs. I guess the whole point that is being missed about Tropic Thunder is a whole satirical parody on Hollywood itself, Hollywood being the machine that keeps eating itself constantly. We're seeing it now in terms of what they're doing in terms of the film industry, slowly destroying it, slowly burying all the embers of what made it once a great thing to behold in the ground. And you know what? Serves it right. But why talk about it? LBC News. Yeah, now I never covered LBC. I do listen to them on occasion. But Ben Stiller makes no apologies over controversial Tropic Thunder featuring Robert Downey Jr. in blackface. I like to point out here that Downey Jr., this was his comeback in 2008. Obviously, before this film, Iron Man was released a few months before that. As one commenter said on YouTube, which I thought was hilarious, Downey Jr. was so good as Kirk Lazarus in Tropic Thunder that he could have actually played Rhodey in the Iron Man film. So you would have had probably 2 Oscar nominations for playing a black man, even though you're not. So, and Ben Stiller has refused to apologize for Tropic Thunder, because why should he apologize? If you've made a work you're proud of, and even if it ticks the boxes that no one wants to sing to the high heavens about, he went out there and he did it. He knew what kind of crazy film he was doing. And by the way, when it comes to apologizing for white actors who do blackface, what about actors like Lenny Henry, who in the height of his career in the 70s and maybe the early part of the 80s loved to mimic the regional accents of his fellow West Indian black folk? I mean, how come Lenny has not come out and apologized for that style of behavior? I mean, we all found it funny back then, but I guess you can't laugh at things like that now because it's considered bad taste, and you don't want to ruin your credibility. And you know what? It would not even surprise me at all if we do see Sir Lenny Henry pop up in one of these Lord of the Rings remakes of films that, again, nobody has asked for, nobody cares. And good luck to Warner Brothers, because they better start getting things right. Are they going to call in Tom Shippey to help them out? He probably won't have anything to do with this either, because, hey, if you've got a certain point of view where certain things are fine the way they are, but you get labeled a bigot, a racist, whatever, I don't know, somebody who wears a white hood with 2 holes peeking out through the eyepieces, and you'd be very hard to press that particular charge on me, because that's just absolutely and utterly ridiculous. Amazingly, Simple Jack was a character that came under a lot of criticism, but at the time I watched it, I just thought this thing is hilarious, man. I see what they're doing with this, and even the fact even Simple Jack's kidnappers are so unironically aware that Simple Jack is full-blown retard, even though he's not retarded. I just thought that was absolutely hilarious.
But this head movie makes my eyes rain.
The movie sparked controversy some 15 years ago, but Downey Jr. was even nominated for an Oscar. I mean, can you imagine the Oscar ceremony, or the people at the Woke Academy will take a look at a white actor who's painted themselves black and they get nominated for a role? I think more white actors and actresses should do that in Hollywood, just to piss off the elitist left. That's what they should do. But there's Ben, and there's that. I'm glad I saw this film back in the day. I'm so glad I did. And yeah, it's. I didn't know this, but apparently the film was boycotted 10 years ago when it came out, according to Stiller. But I didn't know that. I didn't hear any controversy about it. I just heard people just debating how great Robert Downey Jr. was in the role as Kirk Lazarus.
I don't believe you people.
Huh? What do you mean, you people?
There are other films, if you go back to the 30s and 40s, you'd probably see things in those films, attitudes, the disregard of violence in those movies, and they're sometimes known as family films, that just get looked over. But move on forward from the 60s onward, oh no, now we have to start picking problems with films that there was never a problem with in the first place. And I would just love to see more people of colour playing other people of colour. That would just be hysterical. Just get the old face paint out, slap yourself all over, and go out there and get an Oscar nomination, because that's the name of the game, folks. That's Hollywood. And this is yours truly, from me to you, saying, if you enjoyed this video today, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you like that subscribe button, and if I were you, and if you were me, I'm gonna get myself a pizza, okay?
Never go for a retard. You don't buy that? That's Sean Penn, 2001, I am saying. Remember? Went for a retard. Went home empty-handed.
Like and subscribe, or get your nuts Krogan crushed.